you know what? I'm just not convinced this is going to work.
Well,
it seemed like a good idea.
I was going to start today's episode singing. Down at the bottom of the garden.
What, the Poddington Peas?
But
Joseph.
The girls had other ideas. So we decided...
Sorry, can I just say, this is take 2. Take 1 we decided was too grumpy, and we don't very often do 2 takes. But in take 1, the chickens were silent. They didn't make a noise. And I'm like, the whole point, one of the points we're down here is that the chickens come and get involved. Now we can't shut them up.
So we decided to shake it up. It's Bank Holiday Monday. We needed to...
Ow.
If you stop the talking, they'll be quiet.
Fetch.
They're not dogs.
Oh, there's one. The chicken's gone for the stick. All 3 of them have.
So we decided it's Bank Holiday Monday. And like some of you, we are working on a bank holiday because why not? We are our business and all that malarkey.
We do get to work with our kids, which is always fun. Don't kick the chicken in the face.
And what we thought was, let's shake it up. We always do our recordings in our office with the same backdrop. Let's move down to the chickens because that's just fun and that's life, right? But what we realised as we were deciding to record today's episode was that we have become a bit boring and a bit samey in our content, a bit predictable.
For us, we're finding it. We're not finding it fun.
No, I know I'm finding it fun. Would you shut up, Rudolph?
Zip it.
Thank you.
Rudolph is going to become dinner if she doesn't zip it.
We needed to have a bit of a creative think tank to kind of bring back the yellow tuxedo magic that we used to have when we first started business, when we didn't care about talking about all the things that we should talk about in business.
Do you know what I blame for us becoming businessy when we never wanted to be businessy?
What's that?
I blame LinkedIn. I actually do. I genuinely do. We never went, right, quick this, and then we get to the point. We were never on LinkedIn when we started Yellow Tuxedo. We stayed on Instagram. We liked Facebook. We still like Facebook, actually, in amongst the Facebook's dying stories that make me smile. And we started hanging out with kind of other small business owners, etc., etc. So we went on LinkedIn where they were all hanging out. And bit by bit, I've just found myself becoming LinkedIn-y.
Well, that's why the other day I did my LinkedIn bingo, or my social media bingo card of things that you can predictably say will be on LinkedIn at some point in your any given day, right?
Right. But, yes, that is true. Let's stop on LinkedIn because otherwise it will turn into a rant.
Any social media platform,
any social
given
media
day,
platform,
you will tend to see the same 10, probably more than that, but we won't offend everybody on the planet. Shush,
and actually, while Emily's shushing the chickens, we include ourselves. This is the point.
Absolutely.
We've become our own wallpaper. I even find our post boring.
I literally yesterday, hi Clara, hi neighbours. Oh,
Joseph, can you go and speak to Clara? Honestly, nothing has happened for about 20 minutes, and now everyone's coming off. So
Joseph's
anyway.
off to go and see Clara.
Right, we need to get to the point so we can finish off for the day. That's all right. Carry on. So
literally yesterday I was writing a post and I spent about 20 minutes writing it. It was probably some of my nicest English, I might say that. But then I deleted it at the end of it because I literally read it and then realised right at the very end of it I had become the bingo card I'd created last week and I had to stop myself there.
So what are we going to do?
I want to make this summer the best it can be, back to the old style yellow tuxedo of what we used to create. And therefore, Alan, I feel that we need to have some sort of creative think tank bingo of our own to make sure that we can bring back that fun.
Yes, especially as the doors to the Digital Circus reopen next week. This is the kind of the crowbar advert in the middle that's ultimately relevant. So 3rd of June, the Digital Circus there's a chicken having a poo directly in front of me. The Digital Circus, our self-learning community, the doors reopen for just 1 week, 3rd of June. They only open twice a year, January and June, and everyone who comes and joins starts on foundations so they can get that online visibility, the online presence, the foundations, the building blocks in place for you to build your business upon. They're there to support your networking efforts, your social media efforts, it's all there to kind of build upon.
And it's
The
a bit-
digitalcircus.co.uk.
And it's a bit of fun. We call it a circus for
Yeah.
a reason.
It's fun, yeah, absolutely, because it's lots of different businesses coming together to achieve something fantastic, like a circus.
And you want to bring it. You keep talking about the idea of bringing in Friday pub quiz day.
Yeah, actually, let's segue straight into Creative Think Tank. Let us know what you think of any of these ideas, right? So one of our regular ideas is Friday pub quiz live stream or coffee morning live stream, where we host a pub quiz style quiz, right? That's it. So whatever you're doing, you put it on in the background, you answer the questions, you submit them, we'll do a prize. It's as simple as that. So if you think
That involves us writing the quiz, Alan.
yeah, but I love stuff like that, so that's not a problem. So this is the point. It's only work if you're not enjoying it. That's the point. If you're enjoying it, it's fine. And doing a pub quiz and a live stream is brilliant. So pub quiz live stream, there's an idea. Let us know what you think. What else?
What did we used to do back in the day before we were even in business, Alan? What crazy stuff?
You can't say that because we just sound like dickheads.
I hate that as a phrase. I
know.
hate that.
Can I just point out?
You just
I know.
saw-
Not only have I said a bad word on the podcast, which I don't, we've got a kid here and I'm the zero. Joseph, did you hear me say anything?
No.
No, thank goodness for that.
Joseph,
Right.
Joseph, what's your favourite things to watch on YouTube?
Probably.
Into the microphone, darling.
Why don't you hold the microphone closer to him?
Probably running to kids because they do tricks and I like doing tricks.
You like
Okay.
doing tricks.
So tricks and challenges, don't they do? Isn't one of the ones you wanted to do is like a Wheel of Fortune challenge wheel? So you spin it and whatever challenge it lands on. So we could do a weekly challenge wheel. Actually, I quite like the idea of that one.
I'd tell you another thing we're doing personally that we haven't talked about outwardly businessy is Joseph Thomas. What have we just agreed to do with you sometime magically in the next couple of months without you knowing what day it is? What are we about to do?
A yes day because Ben just we was just having pizza and Ben was like, yes. I was like, Ben, what? We're getting a yes day. Yeah.
We're going to have a yes day.
The
Now,
kids are having a yes day.
anyone seen the
We're
film?
having an OMG day.
Anyone seen the film with Jennifer Garner, where they agree for 24 hours to say yes to every last request that their children come to them with some parameters there, and we all have to be the very same. But we thought, do you know what? Let's have a yes day. So
Thanks,
that's
Joseph.
what we're doing. Maybe we could have a yes day in business.
Well, I like the idea. That's the point, isn't it? It's like, it's got to be fun. It doesn't need to be businessy to be businessy. So it can come outside. Or the other thing, give us your opinions. Are we just barking up the wrong tree? And it's just actually knuckle down and carry on. And it is what it is, you know. So I'm keen to hear opinions on this. And how is it for you, basically? Are you finding it all mildly monotonous? Is it one of those periods in life of the year? Or is this just, you know...
I still think bring it back to what we all prefer personally on social media, because we started on social media for personal reasons. We all segued into business with social media. And I think actually, secretly, we still like it a little bit for personal use as well. So thinking back to what channels you like, what your little dirty secret is. I mean, Alan's a TikTok fanatic.
Dirty secret? You make it sound terrible.
He likes to look a little bit of TikTok before bedtime. We used to like Dr. Pimple Popper. We did. We used to sit there together.
I'm just worried. I was worried where you were going with this.
No. What kind of content do you actually like consuming for pleasure? Why do we not bring more of that into our businesses? Why do we not do things like the Funpreneurs BIG Day Out on the 11th of July, segue that into where we're having fun and just thinking a bit more creatively about what we can and can't create for our business?
I know, I'm big on that. So one of the things, interesting fact to share here. So we have our personal Instagrams and we have Yellow Tuxedo Instagram. Quite interestingly, on our stories, when it's like a bank holiday and a weekend, we see so much less business interaction on our stories. So which kind of means everyone in business is switching off their businessy stuff at the weekend. So that's why you've got to keep that fun life element in to make it more relevant. Anyway, right.
I think we'll call it there.
I think that I've never thought this before. We've had chickens for a couple of years now. It absolutely stinks down here.
I can't smell anything.
Well, I had a couple of chickens poop directly in front of me. Don't pet the
Joseph,
equipment.
hold that for a sec.
We had a couple of chickens poop in front of me and it absolutely stinks. Fletcher's in there laying an egg. Which one's this one?
This one is Sparky.
Yeah. And I just looked in there and I saw two chickens bundled on top of each other.
Did you?
Bundled on top of each other. You say
Bundled
hi,
on top of
chicken.
it. Right. On
Apparently,
that bombshell,
it may not translate into
is
video.
this going to go down as one of the best bits of content we've ever created?
I think it's the start of something really special, Alan. Long live the chicken.
Do you? Oh, I was having like thoughts of car crash. But anyway, thank you as always for watching. We will see you next week on Digital Circus Life, the small business podcast.
Say bye.
Bye.
Is that one close my...
No.